Hello and welcome to Indie News. It's 2019 and we bring in a brand new look for our site. It looks amazing. Good morning, Michael. How are you doing? And Michael, you should join the creators here on the wall. We are going to be adding new creator walls. So you guys can, the last time we did it, we had to limit it to 5 of these placards right here. And now we could actually do 5 placards with a lot more creators involved. We might keep it this way with a group of creators that are, let's call it, I think it was 30. Yeah, 30 creators per tile. That way they repeat the images. And as the new look of the site, as you guys are seeing, it changes as you go bigger or you get smaller. So to make sure that everyone's represented, we'll leave it at 30, but we could do it. Now, you guys are also seeing that this is a big different site. Let's jump into it and let's talk about what's going on. So we have 4 menus, I'm sorry now. We have this very top one, which now shows on our actual digital footprint site. I'm going to take you down a little bit so you get a little better view on it. And we're super excited about the changes. Someone is saying something. I'm going to check out the comments. A lot of people are jumping in, so the comments are scrolling. We'll go to our comments section in a few minutes and talk to you guys. If anyone has news, please let us know. We're going to do the Advocator in about 25 minutes or so. We're going to be running a little late with the Advocator. I was saying it on our Facebook group. I had just been sick this weekend, so I apologize for that, but we are running a little behind in some things because of me being sick. So I don't know why the video is not, this section here. We're still dealing with a little bit of glitches, as you guys can see. Trying to figure out, there's this code that it keeps putting in, and I can't figure out why. We'll figure it out, though. It's got to be something. Using a new feature, you might see something. If you see something, let us know. We're obviously going to remove it. Every theme has its own little issues. This seems to be the issue we're having. In this one, it's not affecting anything, which is really cool, but it has affected other things like now on Kickstarter. So like I was saying, 3 menus, one right up at top, which we now have Artist Alley, which we're going to take a look at today, Artist Creator Alley, now on Kickstarter, which we're going to take a look at, Interviews, Creative Info, The Advocator, which is now still on Kickstarter. We're going to take a look at that. Comics in the Classroom has been added to our menu. And again, you can see this from your mobile device, which is super awesome. And I really like that fact. GraderCon, which we're going to be talking a lot about. We're going to be kicking this into high gear this year and grading cons and giving a medium, I think it's medium, an average grade from all the creators who we can get to grade the actual con. And the Comic-Con forecast is there. And our second menu, which you don't see necessarily on the site, it actually becomes 3 dashes. We have our Indie News, the Creator Alley again, because that's how important it's going to be this year to push it. The Comic-Con Highway, which you guys can see, shows different areas as well. So if you're looking for a region, you can look up the region, including Florida, which has its own area. Press releases. So we're going to be, anyone who has a press release, we've been doing them for the last year. This is going to give you an instant access to press releases. And the Indie Comics catalog, Indie Comics preview catalog. So that's pretty cool. Let's go to the main site. So if you want to get to the main site, hit our logo right here. This actually takes you to our Facebook group, believe it or not. So this, and there is a bit of a loading time. I think the loading time, believe it or not, is worth it because of the fact of how much there is on the site now. I think that and on a bigger screen, I notice it takes a little longer to load. It loads faster on other things. We already have something. Are you grading? I just saw Brian's thing. Are you grading ABC or numeric? ABC, it's going to be an ABC grade, just like the New York, but it's going to be a numeric system that makes it the A, B, or C. We're figuring out because there's a way to make a numeric grade into an alphabet grade, and we're going to be doing that, taking a numeric system and turning it into an alphabetical answer, if that makes sense. So here's how the site looks in its entirety. We have a flash news story here, which tells you all the things that are going on. These are newer stuff that are going on and all the awesome stuff. And like I said, a lot of this is new. We are going to tweak it as we go on. Trending topics. We left this in the forecast last weekend to show you guys that it'll probably keep the forecast. Brian K. Morris is there. Now on Kickstarter is going to probably be a fixture on this. I would expect now on Kickstarter to be a fixture here. And Niobe had some news this weekend. Oh, there was the interview with me. I'm sorry. That's right. See, a little bit of flu still in my brain. You'll have to excuse me. We have the featured Kickstarters, which are going to be changing as we go, giving some Kickstarters some more time to be featured. And then you're going to get over here news feed. This is This Week in Indie Comics. Remember how we used to do it? We are now stuck to 5 things. So we're going to pick the top 5 stories that we want. Now on Kickstarter, will probably be moved from here and put into here. So like I said, we still have some stuff to work out, but we want your feedback as well to know this. And then these are our featured stories, which will be up here, which we get 5 featured stories, which is part of our news feed. So this is basically I believe this is news feed. Oh, it's interesting. I have to figure out how. I think the featured stories, honestly, is just the newest stuff that we just had. Yeah, it's the newest stuff. So you're going to get the newest stuff right here because it'll match right there. Maybe we'll look into changing featured stories. Maybe we'll put it into Kickstarters and we'll make some Kickstarters here so some Kickstarters can be featured. And then the featured stories will be the Kickstarters. What do you guys think about that? I think that's a really good idea. I think that's what we're going to aim to do. So, you know, we're gonna be making changes as we go, but we're super excited. Comics in the Classroom update with reviews. The amazing woman behind it did an amazing video, which she got shout out to me. It's Nicole Jobin, and I'm gonna let that load. And we're gonna take a look at it. Then we're gonna get back to the site, and I'm gonna show you some other cool stuff. Actually, we'll continue with the site, and then we'll look at all this stuff. Here we go, and we got 2 more, and you guys can see the side menus are still there, but they've been added. We have the indie previews is now added, indie news, the Comic-Con forecast, the importance of comics in the classroom. Click the image for more info. It goes right to the Facebook group. Kickstarter talk, written sins, comics. That's right. Because of all the work I do, I get to be in there. Suck it. That's like a reward for me in all I do. Featured video, Rising Tide. I don't know why, but the Facebook videos are not showing here. I don't know if that's an error with this. I might have to work with Brian K. Morris on a workaround for that. Ad to pay some bills. I don't know why there's not an ad there because there's an ad everywhere else. They're putting in ads everywhere they can right now. And again, as we change the size of the site, things do change, which is kind of cool. I like that. I like that it's definitely composite changes as we scroll and as you zoom in that. So it gives you a different kind of feel. Featured video, which was the Advocator, which might be, again, Rising Tide. If you hit the Rising Tide, by the way, you go straight to the Rising Tide. Creative info, tips, and tricks. We're probably updating that. We'd have that on there for a long time. I'm super excited about doing the Indie Takeover once again at Daytona Beach. You Create Comics by Victor Dandridge. Super great idea. I hope that gets kickstarted. And Creator Talk with interviews. We have the affiliate of the Autism Awareness R4AU. Reviews Never Too Late. I simply love that. And our Written Sins Facebook group, a throwback to our original name and all that, will continue to be there. It's, I think we have like, how many? Does it say how many? We almost have 2,000 likes on that. I love that. And of course, if you want to look for a category, find it right there. And then that's more of our AdSense down here. So at the bottom, we have some stuff. We have an In Case You Missed, which again, just seems to be the newest stuff. And I can't really alter this. So that's just, for now, I haven't seen a way to alter it. Maybe I can if I go into the code. Travis can help me with that. We have the Advocator, which we'll change out later. But of course, since the site gave birth to the Advocator, it just made sense. Become an advocate. If you haven't subscribed to the site, subscribe and be part of the 28,000 advocators we have. We're already at 28,000. I expect us to be at 30,000 by the summer. Creators Alley, which we're going to get to in a minute. The Creative Process, the Must Read List, which we're going to be expanding in a little while. Now on Kickstarter, we have archives, which can go over some months. So you guys can see what was going on those particular months. And check out our creative info site. Now you can have a whole bunch of different groups. I put a bunch of different links down here, which is some important information, but it's all the way at the bottom, so it's not clogging up our top. And then this is kind of like this is Mr. AnderSiN's site, if I remember correctly. There's a Facebook group for I think the Advocator, and one is the our Facebook group, and that's what the two are. It doesn't really say because it's a social icon thing. We have our Twitter here, our Instagram, and our YouTube. So, and I can't wait either, Brian. So I want to just quickly show you guys some of the stuff that we have going on. So now on Kickstarter, this is where we're having a lot of trouble. So we went ahead and we changed how it looked, and you guys can see it looks a lot better. We added these bars, which I'm proud of. We can actually make probably the bar bigger, to be honest with you. Like I'm used to the 1200. There was like a 1200 limit on our last site. I probably can get away with making that a little longer, to be honest with you. See, it's 1200. It's exactly like our old stuff, but we put the Kickstarter for the independent creator and $1 and a support a dream at the very end of the show. I thought it was more poignant there. The Advocator Presents is doing well, $1,237, 66 backers. I think that puts us at like 46%, I want to say, towards the goal. Of course, we need some more love from all you amazing people, 45%. I'd like to be at 50% by tomorrow, so help me out with that. If you haven't backed it now, $1 really does matter because it helps just bring up the amount of backers we have. And it shows the world that you support us. So even if you have $1, I would appreciate it, and I would certainly appreciate a share. Comics in the Classroom, here we go. We had an update from the very talented. See, it makes it so big on the site now, the videos. I don't even know why it's doing that. We're going to have to look at that. Something about Facebook and the new site doesn't seem to be very friendly to each other. We might have to put a way to code it differently. Might have to put it in a player is maybe what will wind up happening. But I didn't actually put her. Usually I put the name. I'll have to look at this and see if we can't fix this and get this to play. I don't know why it's doing this. Like I said, there are going to be some issues that we're going to have. We're going to be checking into them. We're going to be making sure that obviously we can do the best we can for advocating for people. I'll take a look at Creators Alley, and I'll look at that off screen and see if I can't fix it for everyone. I'm pretty sure the videos work. Yeah, see, YouTube works. It seems to be Facebook.
It's new.
Facebook isn't friendly on here, which is okay because it is what it is. We can always redirect people to the Facebook group if we had to. So here's Creators Alley. We've upgraded its look and made it look really, really cool. So now, so Who Wants a Table? For those who don't know, the Creator Alley is basically like your Comic-Con Alley, except it's here. So everyone has their names here. We added some names today, actually. Martha Schwartz got added today. Travis Gibb got added today. Barbara Unleashed got added today. Let me see. Where's Mr. Gibb? And you guys can see the cool new graphics. And what it does is it redirects the sites. And you guys let us know where you want it to redirect. For Travis, it went back to his Facebook. So that was pretty cool. And it's pretty exciting, the new look of the site. It's got some great features. It's definitely going to be something that you guys are going to enjoy using better. Once we get to figure out some of these glitches that are going on with this new theme and maybe get around to working on them or find a work around them, it'll be pretty cool. Like I said, this links directly to our Facebook group now. So if you want to join our Facebook group, you can. And while we're here, I want to check out what's going on with my feed right now. So we're going to go over to my feed. And we're going to see what people said. Michael Wagner said that he'll PM me about it. Is Hoover Lugo on there? I don't know what you mean, Brian.
We're going to go over to...
Hold on. Let me see if I can respond to Brian. And we're going to see what people said. All right. I missed the point where he was saying that. All right. So let me see. Brian says, I'm excited about AEW Rally tonight. Not comic related, but still kind of an indie for the wrestling world. We tried doing wrestling last year. It didn't work out. I think that's it. And we got to get to the Advocator. So I'm going to cut it off there. I think you guys have seen the new features of the site, and I'm excited about it. I look forward to talking to you all soon about all the amazing upgrades and all the ways that we can help advocate for you better. My name is Mr. Anderson, and this has been Indie News for January 8th, 2019. You can find me at MrAnderSIN.com. Thanks for tuning in, and tell us what you think of the new look of Indie Advocates.